All right, so a lot of you guys have probably seen some of the leaks related to the Sony WF-1000XM5, and there's one article that came out recently from the WALKMAN blog. I'll put the link to it down in the description so you guys can check it out. Definitely some interesting information in there. It basically just got me thinking about my personal wish list for the Sony WF-1000XM5. So number one on that list is going to be a smaller size. As we know, the WF-1000XM4 are very large, very bulky, perfectly fine for people with larger size ears. But for those of us with smaller size ears, they can be a challenge in terms of fit. For me personally, I cannot wear the WF-1000XM4 for long periods of time without having to, readjust them and try to get them more secure inside the ear. So I'm hoping that the WF-1000XM5 are a tad bit smaller. And from the looks of the different renderings and pictures and everything, they do look like they're a little bit smaller. So I think that will be the case. In the article from the WALKMAN blog, he kind of did a mock-up size comparison. Basically what he did is use the ear tips as a reference in terms of their size. And he kind of superimposed the XM5 over the XM4. And from what you can see, they do appear to be smaller. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Because like I said, I got smaller ears and the XM4 are definitely a struggle when it comes to fit. Number two on the list is better microphone performance. The mics on the XM4 are okay, but they can sound a little bit muffled from time to time. So I'm hoping that the XM5s will have better mics, and based off their recent earbuds like the LinkBuds S and even the WF-C700N, they have better microphones than the XM4s in my opinion. So I'm pretty confident that with the XM5, they will improve the microphone quality. And I'm hoping that the XM5 headphones give us a little bit of insight as far as what to expect, because the XM5 headphones have some of the best microphone quality out of any headphones that I've ever used. And when you compare them to the XM4 headphones, it's almost like a night and day difference. So I'm hoping that's the case with the XM5 earbuds as well. Number three on the list is slightly more bass. So if you think back to the WF-1000XM3, they had a pretty punchy sound. The bass was very pronounced, but obviously you had the custom EQ. So if you wanted, you could scale it back. And then with the XM4, I feel like the bass is a little bit more reserved. So you guys know my personal opinion when it comes to these things. As long as you have custom EQ, you can really tailor that sound and get it close to what you want. And for those of you that like a little bit stronger bass, it's nice to have that just in case. And I have seen plenty of comments over the past couple years of people, claiming that the 1000XM4 don't have enough bass. They don't have enough punch in terms of the lower frequencies. So I'm hoping that, they ramp it up just a little bit. I'm not talking anything crazy to where it's super bloated or super muddy or anything like that. Just give us a little bit more to work with. So with that custom EQ, we can make the changes that we want. Number four is silicone ear tips. Now, if you read the article from the WALKMAN blog, he projects that the 1000XM5 will have the same foam ear tips as the XM4, which is fine. I know some people really like the foam ear tips in terms of the sound isolation that they provide, and they help improve the effectiveness of the noise cancellation. All that's great, but I'm not really a personal fan of foam ear tips. I feel like they're harder to clean. They also deteriorate over time and kind of break down. So that's definitely something to consider. So I think it would be nice if they include silicone options inside the box as well. And that pretty much sums it up. That's really all I have on my list. I feel like in terms of all of the other features, the active noise cancellation, all that can pretty much stay the same and I'll be happy. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is just the fit, because if the fit doesn't work, it's hard to enjoy any earbuds. I'm curious to know what you guys are looking for, what you want to see out of the XM5 earbuds. Make sure you let me know down in the comments. But it's estimated that these might be announced or released within the coming weeks. I don't really know. I don't have an exact date. As soon as they are released, as soon as I can get my hands on a pair, you guys know I'll be covering them here on the channel. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed and all that fun stuff. And yeah, let me know what you want to see out of the XM5 earbuds down in the comments. And I'll see you guys when I see you.